One of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Muhaymin, meaning complete control. In Quran, it is mentioned as He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, the sovereign, the pure, the perfection, the bestower of faith, the overseer. Let's understand this from some real life examples. If you make a big mistake, whether at school, work, or at home, and someone tries to reassure you, this reassurance can only go so far. If you heard that 50% of the class failed in exams, and your friend comforts you by saying that you are probably of those who passed, it may only help slightly because your friend is not the one grading your paper, nor does he or she have insider knowledge. If cuts are being made at work and you are worried about your job, your colleagues may attempt to make you feel better by listening why you will most likely keep your job. It may make you feel a little more confident, but your colleague is not the boss. He or she does not control the company. But when the reassurance comes from the teacher grading the paper or the CEO of the company, that is when you can be sure that you will be okay, right? Because you know they are the one who are in control. God has revealed those of His names that are relevant for us to know and live by. Knowing our potential fear of situation where we do not know who is in control. God tells us that He is Al-Muhaymin, which has three basic intertwined meanings: complete control, command, and protection. If a soldier, for example, has haimana over a city, it means he has taken control of it and watch over it. Allah also describes the Quran as Muhaymin, meaning that it will guard over all the other scriptures that came before it. Now let's understand the condition of complete haimana. What does it actually mean? See, while human beings may have some form of haimana, such as the example of the soldier over a city, it is by nature limited. To have complete haimana, three things are required. Number one is knowledge. Complete control and protection cannot occur without complete knowledge. We would not trust someone who does not have full knowledge of a situation, even if they appear to be in control. Think of a patient in a hospital whose doctor is replaced. While the new doctor may be just as capable, if he or she does not have full knowledge of the patient's history, the doctor's control over the situation would be deficient. God is Al-Alim, the all-knowing, and Alim al-Ghaib wa al-Shahada, the knowing of the unseen and the witnessed, having full knowledge of everything on the earth as well as what is in your heart. After knowledge, the second thing is ability. For someone to exercise full control over something, he or she has to have the ability. While human beings may be able to exercise some control over some situations, if the ability is lacking, so is the control and protection. God is Al-Qadir, the most able. So after knowledge and ability, the third thing is continuity. Finally, people may exercise control over a short period of time. A president, a CEO, all of their control will be limited, whereas God is Al-Baqi, the everlasting, and His control and protection transcends time. Thus, God is the ultimate Muhaymin because His control and protection are complete and all-encompassing. People may have limited forms of control, but like a CEO who gives some control to the managers, that control is subject to the CEO's will. He or she can remove the power given to them. Moreover, when a human being has haimana, it is for his or her benefit. With Allah, His all-encompassing control and protection ultimately benefit us. Now, what does we learn from this name? How should we live with it? Number 1. Supervise, take control over and protect your inner state. How? See, we mentioned the different dimensions of Haimana: control, possession and protection. And this is what we should do with our hearts and internal state. We need to take possession over our own hearts, control their negative passions. The next thing that we can do is find calm with the knowledge of His control and protection. Human beings desire control, and when we lose it, it causes much anxiety and stress. Reminding ourselves that God is Al-Muhaymin should enable us to let go of that desire, because we cannot truly control anything, only by His will. Thus, we should focus on those things that Allah has placed under our control in this world, and let go of the things that are outside that realm. The third thing we learn is, do not oppress people. See, when we are given control or authority over people, that should be exercised as a trust. Any oppression that occurs under our control will render us accountable for it. Just like God gave us control over certain people, He may give others control over us. Jazakallah khair. Like, subscribe and share.